Hey everybody, I just thought I'd make a quick video. Let's go down to that feature I just showed in my last video here. As you can see from overhead, this is very symmetrical, and it looks like there is an impression or an indentation or a crater in the earth down here. This is where Google Earth can be confusing. Looks like there is a rim here, but let's get a real answer to this. I may have found this if I spent a little more time on my last video, but a lot of the times I make videos quickly, and if there's an answer to something I put out, I'll certainly put it out there. I think I found it right down here. This is a Daily Mail. They did a story a few years ago on glaciers. Here is one in New Zealand. Here is one in Iceland, but I always thought glaciers were jagged and very non-symmetrical. Here is another one. This comes from Alaska here. Here's a glacier high up in New Zealand. Here's a glacier from Alaska. A lot of crevasses in these. Pretty dangerous place to hike. Here is a beautiful glacier valley in Norway. Pretty impressive sight right there. Here's one coming from New Zealand. Here is a glacier coming from the Alps, cut through, I think this comes off of Mount Blanc. Here's a glacier coming off a mountain in Iceland. Here is a beautiful blue one coming from Argentina. That's a pretty impressive sight. And the answer to the last video, here is the Elephant Foot Glacier coming off an area here in Greenland. Perfectly symmetrical glacier. Looks like batter being poured down into a valley here. But that is the answer. That is actually a raised feature, not a submerged feature. Here's another look at Elephant Foot Glacier in northern Greenland. I didn't know glaciers could be formed like that, perfectly symmetrical. But that is a pretty impressive shape. I don't know how many people have seen that before. Here's another link I will leave below. Image of the day, Elephant Foot Glacier. They have some pics of it. Here is one in the wintertime. That is pretty cool. Perfectly symmetrical glacier. Never seen that before. Here's another pic of it spilling out into the valley here. So that appears to be the answer to this feature I showed at the very end of my last video on the new research done on the Greenland ice. It'll also show you how Google Earth can be a little deceiving, but at least we learned some today. That is a feature, a glacier. Never seen a symmetrical one like that before. I hope you thought that was cool, and you all have. Very nice night.